Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski back with you all with the top stories of the day, and we are starting our show with the tragic news coming out of Washington, D.C. last night. An American Airlines jet carrying an estimated 60 passengers collided with an Army helicopter over the Potomac River. It was feared that everyone on board has died. At least 28 bodies were pulled from the icy waters last night and into this morning. The jet was on its way to the Ronald Reagan National Airport from Wichita, Kansas, when the helicopter apparently flew into its path, sending both crafts into the Potomac. Crews are still on scene now with recovery efforts. U.S. and Russian figure skaters have been confirmed to have been on the flight. Officials say it is the deadliest U.S. air crash in 24 years. Flights to the airport out of Grand Rapids to Washington, D.C. have also been canceled for today. And we have an update to a story we brought you last night. Wyoming police have told us that a missing woman has been found safe. Police first issued a notice that 24-year-old Madeline McDonald had not been seen since Monday. She was said to have been in downtown Grand Rapids before her disappearance. Additional details on her search have not been released at this time. Again, it was reported just a bit ago that McDonald has been located and is now safe. A Grand Rapids priest with the Anglican Catholic Church has been removed from his position after making what appeared to be a Nazi-like salute during a speech at the National Pro-Life Summit in Washington, D.C. over the weekend. Calvin Robinson was a known conservative commentator as well as a priest in the United Kingdom before he was moved to the Grand Rapids area in 2024. At the end of his speech, Robinson extended his arm after saying his heart goes out to everyone in attendance. Robinson did release a statement on his Facebook page Wednesday, saying that the gesture was made as a joke to make fun of those who criticized Elon Musk for doing a similar gesture earlier this month. The church said that while they don't know what was in Robinson's heart when he did the gesture, they believe it was an attempt to provoke the opposition, which he has been warned about in the past as well. Robinson's license with the church has been revoked. Flu cases continue to skyrocket across the United States and especially here in Michigan. The CDC released its flu positivity map, and it shows Michigan in the highest tier of influenza activity along with several other states. The positivity rate has jumped from 18 to 25% in just the last week. Respiratory illnesses are also on the rise, and Helen DeVos Children's Hospital has implemented new visitor restrictions for the time being to help diminish the spread. The CDC is advising everyone that if they do feel sick, to seek treatment and avoid contact with other people until their symptoms subside. And Ottawa County has agreed to pay $190,000 to settle a lawsuit with former administrator John Gibbs. The Board of Commissioners okayed the settlement in a 7-4 vote during its meeting this week. Gibbs was placed in his role in January of 2023, but was ultimately fired a year later following allegations that he acted inappropriately and neglected his duties. Gibbs sued the county, alleging that he was fired for criticizing the county's lawyer. Board Chair John Teeples said that the board is trying to fix mistakes and also save taxpayer dollars by going after this settlement. Gibbs is just the latest settlement in that the county has paid out. If this deal goes through, that will mark nearly $1.2 million in just the past few years. A group of bystanders helped rescue a woman and her dog from the Lake Michigan waters over the weekend. The Grand Haven Department of Public Safety said that the woman was walking her dog along the ice Saturday afternoon when the dog fell through a hole in the ice. The woman then dove headfirst to save her pet, but was unable to get out. 3 bystanders in the area then jumped into action and actually rescued the woman and her dog, and neither of them were injured in the ordeal. Authorities are now asking residents to, of course, be cautious around frozen waters, especially now as West Michigan is experiencing a bit of a warm-up. And for more on that warm-up and the weather in general, let's send it over to Storm Teammate meteorologist Matt Kirkwood now with a look at your forecast for today.
Well, welcome to what will turn out to be one of the nicest days in an 8-day forecast. Sunshine with temperatures well above average today. We'll lose some of that sunshine with clouds approaching from the south, and you can see why. Area of moisture, a lot of it is going to kind of move into Michigan, it looks like tomorrow. So enjoy today with that sunshine. Make sure you have your sunglasses. The wind's also going to be much lighter for a change. And then this is what we're tracking out there. Possible mix on Friday. I think it's mostly going to be rain, and then on Sunday, a light mix as well. well. Active pattern as we head into February, and that kind of plays out later in that 8-day forecast. First, though, there's that mix, and again, especially during the afternoon, may entrain enough dry air that we could see brief amounts of area of snow and also a little bit of freezing rain. We'll keep a close eye on it. Saturday appears dry, fading sunshine with increasing clouds, and we'll end the weekend with a chance of a mix again, but it looks like it's going to be fairly light. Maybe some heavier chances of precip later in the 8-day forecast.
Thanks, Matt. And it's Weekend Planner Day, the time when you can find something fun to do with your time off starting tomorrow. And there is a lot to check out all across West Michigan. The Michigan International Auto Show is, of course, back at DeVos Place, and you might even see some of your favorite News 8 faces there. The Rise and Griffins will both be playing at Van Andel Arena if you're looking to get your sports fix in. And down in Marshall, it's Ice, Wine, Beer, and Blues, where you can find plenty of ice, wine, beer, and blues. We're going to be talking more about that actually coming up at 12:30 right here on the live desk. You can find the full weekend planner right now over on woodtv.com. And that's going to do it for us today on the Daily 8. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in to this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we will see you again tomorrow with another 8 stories for your Friday.